Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Eager, and today in this video we're going to be talking about some of the best auto rifles to use in Destiny 2 right now. Now obviously with all the meta changes, it is getting a little bit chaotic. You're going to see a lot more auto rifles, you're going to see a lot more, just a lot of different things in general. Obviously there's still a bug out, I believe, with these shotguns not doing the max damage while they are aimed in. They're only doing max damage while they are point blank or hip firing. So if you guys are getting absolutely melted from long range from shotguns, it's due to the fact of the shotgun bug not working and only doing damage, like I said, from hip fires and not actually when you are scoped in, aiming down sights. So obviously auto rifles have become a kind of an issue. Anything from the Amit to the Quicksilver to if you guys were able to get Necrochasm on contest mode, or if you guys were able to bug it out right after contest mode. But today in this video is just kind of going to be me talking about some of the auto rifles that I have used, some of the auto rifles I do like. If you guys do have any questions, or if you guys do feel a auto rifle is better than what I posted as, definitely let me know down in the comment sections down below. No hate towards this. I don't use auto rifles really, so this is kind of just what I've kind of picked up within the last week or two. From what I've seen, definitely 450s are pretty good. Stuff like the Amit and stuff like that. But we'll go ahead and get into a tier list. We'll go ahead and make a whole bunch of these. We'll kind of just let you guys pick what you like the most. And I hope you guys do enjoy today's video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you guys are new, go ahead and leave a like. Thank you so much for all the new members and stuff that are hitting that join button down below. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. But let's go ahead and get started. So moving on over to the list, if we go ahead and open up my monitor, you guys are going to see that we have a tier list. So S is obviously going to be the best in my opinion, D is going to be the worst, and moving up in the middle, obviously A, B, C, they're pretty good. C is probably about I probably won't use it, but if I really needed to, I'd use it. But let's go ahead and kick things off pretty basic. So if you guys were able to obtain that Necrochasm, obviously you guys can see how broken it is already, and I don't think that there is going to be a nerf coming anytime soon. So we're gonna go ahead and take Necrochasm, and we're gonna just go ahead and put that in S tier right off the bat. We'll go ahead and move on in these exotics. You're going to notice that a lot of these autos are going to be in the SAB tier, just due to the fact that auto rifles are absolutely broken right now, and I can't stress it enough, they're broken. So Centrifuge, man, it's just... Centrifuge on a Arc Soul Warlock is literally the most scariest thing I've probably ran into on 6s right now. Obviously we haven't gotten the crazy auto rifle meta in trials yet. That'll be coming out if I do upload the video the day of recording. Trials will be out tomorrow. So yeah, that's definitely going to be a good time. But seeing a Arc Warlock running around with Arc Souls and a Centrifuge is pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna put Centrifuge in A tier just because it just auto reloads. That's all it does. I mean, the catalyst doesn't really make it too crazy. The gun's very, very good, don't get me wrong. But I mean, there's better auto rifles out there now. That's for sure. But I'm definitely gonna put Centrifuge at A tier. It's still a very good auto rifle, don't get me wrong. I definitely have ran it this season already. But we're gonna go ahead and kick it off with something that is still definitely a good exotic. I'm just gonna go ahead and get all the exotics out of the way for all my people who like to run exotic auto rifles. So we'll go ahead and just do this first. So Quicksilver is going to be the next one. Quicksilver, if you have the catalyst, this thing is an S tier for sure. Quicksilver without the exotic is about, I say, A tier in my opinion, just because you don't have that tangles that you're going to make with the catalyst. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it, personally I don't have the catalyst, so I want to put it in A tier. If you guys have catalyst, it's definitely an S tier. Getting those tangles and those grenades to pop off in PvP, I mean, the Quicksilver is broken. The Quicksilver is very, very good. So we'll go ahead and put that in A tier, just due to the fact that I don't have catalyst, and I know once I get that catalyst and playing on other people's accounts, the Quicksilver is very good. So the Quicksilver is an S tier in my opinion if you are having catalyst. If you guys don't have catalyst, it's an A tier. I think that's fair. And we're gonna go ahead and move over to Tommy's matchbook. If you guys have not used Tommy's matchbook this season, you're missing out. Using this gun and going against people in threes who run double Tommy's matchbook is probably as scary as Centrifuge on an Arc Warlock with Arc Souls. Tommy's matchbook, point blank, Tommy's matchbook aimed in, this thing absolutely shreds, especially if you have Catalyst. Tommy's matchbook is a very, very good auto rifle. I really don't know where to put this. The range is absolutely broken. It got a buff. I don't know why. On top of auto rifles literally being meta this season, Tommy's matchbook, if you haven't known, is a very good auto rifle to use this season. I'm probably gonna have to kick that in S tier just because playing comp and getting absolutely melted by this thing is kind of crazy. So we'll go ahead and move that up into S tier for now. Cerberus. Cerberus. Haven't ran into a whole lot of it this season. Haven't really used it personally myself. Definitely was a big issue back in the day with Stasis Titans and Stasis Warlocks. I don't know if that's going to make a comeback this season just due to the fact that auto rifles are meta. And Stasis Cran Eaters, I mean, they just love to come out at night. Cerberus is going to have to say, I feel like it's still a good auto rifle. I feel like there's nothing wrong with it. I'm going to kick it into B tier though. Never really ran against it this season. Never really had to deal with anybody using it. If you guys think Cerberus is definitely better than a B tier, definitely let me know. It might even be an A tier in my opinion, but just for the sake of the video, and I've never really used Cerberus to begin with, I'm gonna go ahead and kick it into B tier. Now we're moving on to stuff like Monte Carlo. I believe Monte Carlo got like a workaround where we can actually use our our mantle to like actually melee people and stuff. I think, I don't know if that actually came out or not. I don't use exotic auto rifles really. The only thing I've ever used is Quicksilver, just because it's fun, especially for PvE. Monte Carlo, I feel like it's good. I mean, I definitely feel like it's not bad at all. Just so that way I don't get you know, harassed in the comment sections. I'm thinking it's an A tier. Personally, I think it's a B tier. I mean, it's just a normal auto rifle to me. It doesn't really do anything crazy with the catalyst. But just so I don't get harassed in the comment sections, we'll put it at A tier. Sweet business. I don't care who you are. I don't like it. It's so bad going against somebody using sweet business. It's a good gun. You just hold the trigger. It shoots faster. It's auto rifle meta. You use Cerberus, you're a Cran Eater. I don't really care. Moving on to stuff like Hard Light. I haven't even thought about using this. I remember when this was prime meta and this thing was scary. Hard Light right now with ricochet rounds beaming everywhere with the auto rifle meta might be pretty good. I can't rank it because I have no idea where that would be. I'm definitely thinking Hard Light is at least a B tier. But for the sake of the video and never using it, this meta at least, we're gonna leave it for now. Moving on to Suros, going to be the last exotic that we're going to be talking about. It's okay. It's not bad. It's definitely a B tier weapon. If you can land your shots with Suros and you're a pretty average player, like above average, I'd say, it's definitely an A tier gun. Obviously you can switch between firing modes. The slower firing rate does more damage, and the faster fire rate does less damage, but shoots faster, obviously. Suros is a pretty good gun in general. Not bad at all. But let's go ahead and talk about the prime juice in here. This is what you guys have been seeing the most. Purple auto rifles are taking over, especially in sixes. So let's go ahead and talk about the bread and butter. Damn it. We're just gonna go ahead and kick it into S tier. You guys can get that gun crafted. You guys can put dynamic sway reduction. You guys can put I forget what it's called. I think it's like gunshot something, because I got a buff. Amit is just crazy. Amit is a crazy auto rifle. 450s are definitely the meta right now. They're very, very good. If you guys can get your hands on anything, go ahead and do it. And obviously this week right now, Nightfall is 2x rewards, as well as I think doing Vanguard strikes. So 2x engrams on Vanguard strikes most of the times. I've already grinded them out a little bit, and I plan on doing that a lot more today. The auto rifle from Vanguard. I forget what it is called. I'm trying to think here. While I'm thinking about that, we're gonna go ahead and talk about the number. That number is an auto rifle. You guys have not seen it a whole lot. It's pretty decent. I definitely recommend the number being a B tier. I believe it's a 450. Yeah, so it's a 450, and it's definitely a meta type weapon. And also Firefright. Firefright is a very scary weapon if you guys were able to craft this back in the day. Now, Firefright, I would say is an A tier. I definitely think it can easily be S tier if you guys were able to craft that. It's busted. It definitely is. And so is, I think both of these guns are easily A tiers. I mean, depending on what you guys craft. The purple version of Necrochasm, A tier all day. That thing's pretty broken. Oh crap, what was this name? I forget the name of most of these auto rifles. I don't use these a whole lot. So we got Positive Outlook, that you guys can actually grab this 450 with kill clip, with ricochet rounds, with, I don't believe I know what you can get in the first column, but Positive Outlook with the 2x Nightfall rewards, like I was saying, 2x Vanguard rewards, you guys are going to get crazy engrams super fast. You guys can farm the crap out of these Positive Outlooks right now, 4 trials, 4 6s, for all that good stuff. This is definitely an A tier as well. It's absolutely broken. I mean, you guys can literally farm engrams, grab these, pick them up as many times as you want. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, 2 engrams and a couple glimmer and legendary shards, and you guys can have a god roll 450 for trials this weekend. I mean, that's pretty good in my opinion. And then moving on to, I don't even know how to say this, Perpetualus or something. This gun's definitely really good too. You can obviously craft it. I think, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily put it at S tier. S tier's just guns that I know that can absolutely just shred, and you can drop 50 bombs no problem. This gun's definitely good. You can craft it. You can make it even better when you do craft it. So don't forget about that. A lot of these guns that I'm putting in A tiers, if you can craft them and they're in A tier, they have a possibility of being S tiers, if that makes sense. So that means if you craft them and they get the rolls you want, that are the perfect rolls, depending on what auto rifle you have, they can shred, no problem. Now moving on to something like Rufus's Fury, a very good shotgun, a very good auto rifle. Sorry, I just spoke up. Very, very good auto rifle, and you guys can obviously craft this one as well, make this into a S tier, no problem. Moving on to something that is going to be a little bit more different. The 9 Hunger. Now, if you were able to stock Banshee or stock the Gunsmith during the 9 Hunger days, when 9 Hunger was always getting posted onto, I don't know, Banshee's list, I managed to pick up a Kill Clip Zen Moment 9 Hunger with ricochet rounds. Even though it's a 600 RPM, it still absolutely shreds. Now, the range follow-up is obviously going to be a little bit worse than the Amit and stuff like that. All those guns in A tier and S tier have pretty good range. 9 Hunger, though, in close range, is like Tommy's matchbook, in my opinion. It absolutely shreds, doing 21 to the body, and I think 37 to the head, depending on if you have kill clip or not. So we'll definitely throw that into B tier. 9 Hunger is very, very likely to be an A tier weapon. But just for the sake of the video, just for the sake of everything, we'll just throw it into B tier for now. Now moving over to stuff like Summoner, still a good weapon. Not used as much, just because of the fact that it's at 600 RPM. I haven't really ran into anybody using the Summoner, but I could definitely see this gun being very good this season. So just for the sake of that, we'll go ahead and kick it into B tier. Haven't really ran against anybody using it. Haven't ran it myself. I don't know if it would be crazy to use or not. But let's see if there's anything else in here. What else do we have to look at? If you guys did enjoy today's video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave a like on the video. See if there's anything else that we can look to see if they're going to be good or not. So we got Herod C, I feel like that would be a B tier weapon. I mean, it's a 360 RPM, magazine's 33. They have crazy range off of base. I feel like that's a B tier. I mean, even if it's a 360, you're going to be doing a whole lot more damage. Now, I don't see in this list, unless I'm completely blind. I think that's it right there. Yeah, that's definitely it. Abyss Defiant is definitely a very, very good auto rifle. It is obtained by Crota's End right now, and obviously if you get 5 red borders, you can go ahead and craft this. This gun is insane. I should have been grinding for this red border instead of the shotgun. I already got the shotgun. Abyss Defiant is definitely a very good gun if you guys can get it crafted. Definitely say it's an S tier weapon right now, considering it's a 360 RPM with max range off of rip pretty much, and you guys can get sword logic on it, and for some reason people are loving that perk. I have no idea why. I haven't gotten anything with sword logic, so I wouldn't know, but Abyss Defiant is definitely an absolute shredder. Now moving on to one of the last auto rifles we'll be talking about is Old Sterling. Now Old Sterling is okay. It's a 600 RPM, same as 9 Hunger. It hits though, it definitely hits. It's got decent range. I think it's averaging about 40 to 50 off base rolls, and you can definitely obviously get better without, you know, trying too hard. We'll go ahead and kick it into, and I wouldn't want to kick that into C tier off of rip and just make it seem like it's a bad auto rifle. 600s just really aren't my cup of tea, so we'll kick it into B tier. We'll give it a little bit of love. But I think that's about it for auto rifles. Obviously, duty bound's pretty good. We're gonna move that into B tier, 100%. Just depending on what rolls you get, you guys can obviously make duty bound a way better auto rifle in my opinion. Especially if you guys do get the adept version. Obviously, adept's going to be better. It's a 600 RPM. Obviously, it's got an okay scope. I think scopes are just a big piece of me using an auto rifle in general. You obviously need to find what is going to be the best for how you play, what your play style is, and stuff like that. We got 7 Seraph's Carbine too. You don't really see it a whole lot. I just don't think a whole lot of people still have a good roll of 7 Seraph. I could definitely see this being a B tier. I mean, it's a 450. Its handling is always maxed out at 100, dang near. So we'll go ahead and kick that into B tier. So guys, that's going to do it for my auto rifle list for season 22. If you guys have any questions, or if you guys think a gun is better than what I put it at, definitely let me know. Unless it's going to be sweet business, then we don't even need to have a conversation. Your opinion doesn't matter to me. But if you guys did enjoy today's video, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Go ahead and get some auto rifle kills, guys. Go ahead and raise those stats. Go ahead and start farming, because auto rifle meta's here. We should have been patient and loved hand cannon meta way better. Peace.